Hey Collective, how you guys doing? It's so good to see y'all. Thank you so much for tuning in to this episode of Coded Intuition. Y'all already know what it is. The intention is set for positive growth, forward movement, and self-healing. That's just what it is over here. All right. I appreciate you guys for being here. I was getting ready. I told y'all every time I start recording for y'all, I get to giggling and stuff. I was getting ready to record. And like for real, every time I get ready to record for you guys, I have to go through a whole entire journey, like in order to get my space set up, even just getting the camera angle right. It's I I had to give a pause to that because I'm not a perfectionist per se, but I do kind of really want things to reflect perfectly the vision that I have. So for whatever it is. So it took me forever to get my camera angle set up. Excuse me. And it was funny because for a second I thought we was gonna have a live audience for this here recording, y'all. My mom had come into the room and wanted to have a quick little talk, and that quick little talk, that's just how it is with me and my mama. Our conversations can go on all day long. One thing leads to another thing, and another thing leads to another thing, and another thing, and before you know it, we done spent hours talking. But I had already told her that my intention was to do a recording or whatever. So I actually was almost ready to just go ahead and start recording. I'll grab my water bottle. Still got a little bit left in this one. While I was sitting here in the company of my mom, she got a phone call. So I was just fooling with cards, shuffling through them like I do. And every now and then a card will pop out, and I'll take pause and look at the card and see what's going on with it. But then, and I'll put it back in the deck and continue to shuffle or whatever. But then at one point, these two cards fell out. She was on the phone. She was having her conversation. I was looking at these two cards, and then before I knew it, our conversation picked back up. So I put those two cards back down instead of putting them in the deck. And that did tell me that I need to really look at these two cards. That's the Eight of Cups and the Ten of Wands. And the way that these cards look, the order that they fell in, it's like, it says a lot. The overall picture that I got is somebody is exhausted from chasing their dreams, like overwhelmed, but they still chasing their dreams. They're still, now it looks like it's a lot of drinking going on in this scenario, but to me, those bottles in the character's hand is representing a thirst. And this thirst is a passionate thirst that you have, ambitions and dreams, things that you want to accomplish, things that you want to achieve. And the thirst is like you're thirsty to understand how you can obtain those dreams, those possibilities that you envisioning. And it's like you spent many years actually chasing after that knowledge, that knowledge that you're thirsting for, and trying to get to that place that you're envisioning yourself. And along the way, you even continued to chase after, or thirst for knowledge for different ways to expand and grow and accomplish your desired outcome. But right now, you're really tired. You're overwhelmed. But you're not tired enough to give up. You're almost there, okay? Don't give up now. Sometimes it's okay, like right now, that Ten of Wands, it's like it feels heavy and burdensome. And maybe this is a time to just reflect, just look at where you've been and where you're at and where you're still yet to go. You'll get some inspiration out of that because you've come a long way. There we go, back to that thing that I had wrote down last night. That song, that part where I was writing down the lyrics that I was hearing in the background, but I didn't quite write those lyrics down. It was like, we've come a long way, and we've got a long way to go. Like, we've come a long way. You might be tired, you might be weary, you might be frustrated, you might be feeling like you're carrying a heavy load, but we've still got a long way to go. It's not time. It's really not time to rest right now. And I'm laughing because I told y'all I've been having a hard time resting. It's no time for rest right now. We come a long way, baby, and we still got a long way to go. Look, I'm a work in progress, y'all. Welcome to the show. All right? Pull up a seat. Let's get into it. My reason for wanting to do this video was I was feeling like an overwhelming appreciation for teachers. Okay? Man, a lot of people can teach, but you know, there are some people that's absolutely called to teach. They have a very strong passion for teaching. And us, in our community, peoples, I love us. One thing I can say about us is education has, you know, been throughout the history, education was put in a place where it was quote unquote unattainable for certain groups of people or whatever, but that's not true because within our culture, we are teachers, we are builders, we are creators. So I remember when I was a kid, I used to watch the Marva Collins story, and Marva Collins was an educator that saw the need for quality education within the community that was not readily available for our people, and so she built a school in her home. And that school continued to grow until it became a reputable institution. And it wasn't easy along the way, but she had a thirst for knowledge, a passion for knowledge, and sharing the knowledge that she had. And she knew that the knowledge that she could give to the youth would help to like carry generations, sustain generations, inspire growth and stability for generations to come. So that's somebody that was absolutely called to teach. And I have a very strong compassion and empathy and love and appreciation for teachers, especially those that are passionate about their vocation, the thing that they're called to do. And I also was thinking about our situation that we in right now. We all know the situation that we facing right now where you know, education, they want to privatize our educational system or whatever. And to a great degree, our educational system has already been privatized. They talk a lot about indoctrination and everything, but if we just want to sit back and look at the whole picture, we understand the ulterior motive behind the plans. But right now, we need to focus on educating our youth and our peers as well. You're never too old to learn, and we need to cherish education, knowledge, wisdom. And it's like in cherishing education, knowledge, and wisdom, we also need to be cherishing our elders. Like I said, my mom came in and we ended up in a in-depth conversation, and I was just thinking, well, shoot, we're gonna have a live audience for this here reading. And I was giggling every step of the way because my mama is very opinionated, and she gonna talk like I'm talking to her. I'm talking to y'all collective. So she out there doing what she do right now. We're gonna let her do what she do. But y'all, it's time for us to. Ooh, I'm doing this recording. I ain't never even cut the light on. Let me bring some light to this here situation. Lights, camera, action. How about that? Call myself being so ready. Let me stop playing. And just, you know, I just wanted to inspire y'all to pay attention to the way that we educate our youth and the way that we spend our time with our children. The children is very important right now. And I don't want for us to get so distracted till we're not paying enough attention to our babies. Our babies is really important right now. And the quality of education that they get, you know, their desire to live in a better way, a better life, have a more abundant future is all based on the information and education that you impart upon them right now. So take it upon yourself to make sure that you're teaching your babies the right way to go. You spend that extra time with them. Take them video games out their hands. Stop giving them the extracurricular things to do. The extracurricular things that y'all need to be doing is spending that time with your babies right now. People's is out for them. And they willing to do it under the guise of school. You know, they want to teach your baby some things that just don't even make sense. And it's up to you to make sure that your babies are aware of the truth. Okay, period. All right, let's see what this is. That's the 10 of Cups. That celebration. That celebration of community, family, support, abundance, emotional stability, clarity. So that's, you know, it's just an ultimate balance, and it's joy in, like, it's like you got the support of everybody in your community, not just your family. It's like everybody supporting you, and it's a celebration. It's a constant celebration, and it's always that constant celebration actually is what's keeping the abundance going, because within that celebration you're giving freely, and so you're giving freely, and freely you're receiving. And then what we got here, the Eight of Pentacles, this is a result of your hard work, your labor. I mean, you the good and faithful servant that's not just willing to show up and get the job done. You showing up to make sure that the desired outcome is actually achieved, and this is the desired outcome, and it's achieved. Wow. Wow, you guys. I'm gonna put these two cards up there. What was them other two cards? See, that was the Eight of Cups and the Ten of Rods. It's like, you've been working so hard to get to that stage of completion till you almost too tired to keep it going. But if you keep it moving, like I said when we was talking about those two cards, if you keep it moving, the victory and the success is within reach. And we've come a long way, but we still got a long way to go. But this is the end result. That's the reward. So hang in there, stick to it. Analyze, reanalyze, adjust, do whatever adjustments you need to do in order to make it through, get to that place where you're trying to get to, but you're on the right path. Confirmation, baby. Look, the Hangman is no way to move forward until the situation improves itself. And that's telling me that, because it's like you're enlightened, you have the knowledge and the understanding that you need in order to get to the place that you're trying to get to, but you it's like almost like self-doubt holding you back. So it's like I said, it's confirmation that you on the right path, and all you need to do is just keep on moving. We've come a long way, but we still have a long way to go. But we're not gonna move forward if you're sitting there. I don't know. You might be sitting there after maybe a devastating event, maybe some deceit, maybe some a place where you found yourself in a situation where you lost some trust or whatever the situation is that's got you sitting there and reanalyzing. You don't need to reanalyze anymore. You just need to go forward. You're on the right path. So get out your head. The situation has already improved itself. Now what's left to do is for you to take action. So we got the High Priestess out there. You need to be encouraged to incorporate in your daily practice your spiritual and religious beliefs in order to achieve that balance and give you that reassurance that you need. You need to actively incorporate your religious practices and beliefs in your daily activities. So you may be a prayer warrior, but you may have fallen off from praying for yourself. You may be a spiritual healer, but you may not be paying enough attention to the healing that needs to take place within, so that you will have the courage that you need in order to move forward. You just got to get out of your head and move forward. You right there, right at the cusp. Here we go again. Somebody really needs to be encouraged. It's not over, and it's only over if you let it be over. You almost there. Look at that. And the protection is there. You're being protected, guided, encouraged. It's like your whole spirit team is, and that's the conversation I was trying to hear when my mom was in here. It's like the whole spirit team is rooting for you, and that's also depicted here in this Ten of Cups too. It's like every element is supporting you, guiding you, encouraging you. You got the passion there. You got the clarity. You got the emotional stability. It's to the point where not only is there emotional stability, you've mastered being able to use your emotions to catapult you to the place that you're trying to get to. And I think that's what it is. You're probably at the point right now where you actively suppressing your emotions, thinking that you're moving more out of emotion rather than rationality. But it's your emotions that's going to actually help you get there. It's like you in control of your, if you're coming, with an intentional, controlled effort, it's going to get you there. You passionate about it. You passionate about it. So you being disciplined with your passion catapults you to your success. You get what I'm saying? And that passion is an emotion, okay? That's the Seven of Swords, okay? This Seven of Swords look like, somebody stealing. But the person that's stealing is blindfolded. They don't even see what they're stealing. But the Seven of Swords really speaks about being strategic in your, strategic and rational with your decisions and your actions. Okay? And do it in a way whereas, all you see is the path forward. All you see is the plan that's in motion. So you're blindfolded to everything that's going on around that situation so that you can remain focused on your goal. Okay? And there it is. It's like, okay, there go the Nine of Pentacles. Right after the Eight of Pentacles. And that Nine of Pentacles brings financial, monetary stability. You wealthy enough to carry generations to come. But right now, it's like, you got to get there first. And getting you there, you got to be willing to trust your spirit guides, your team that's leading you and surrounding you and supporting you and encouraging you. And once you get there, you got the Eight of Pentacles, then you got the Nine of Pentacles, the Ten of Pentacles is next, and that's a generational wealth that can be shared. But you got to appreciate the generational wealth that you bring to the situation. You got to know that the power is within you, it's within your control to bring this generational wealth to fruition. And then you have to be able to appreciate what you bring to the table, know your worth, and respect yourself, honor yourself, love yourself, in order to bring that ultimate Ten of Pentacles generational wealth into the picture. But even if the Ten of Pentacles don't ever hit the table, the Ten of Cups is here, which is to me, the Ten of Cups is a combination of the Ten of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles. Okay? So, it's ultimate, But, be aware of this person with this flighty energy. There we go again. Got somebody in the background, praying on that moment where your success happens. They want to get in the picture right before you become successful so that they have the opportunity to possibly steal the wealth that you built that's on the pathway of getting you to that Ten of Pentacles. Be mindful. This is like somebody that's probably in and out. They always show up right when you got a plan in progress, a project that you're working on that is actually lucrative, but you're working on it. It's something that you're passionate about. These are things that you're creating from your heart, and they come in and they see the monetary value in it, and then they want to try to monopolize your creativity in order to get them some money off the back end, and you're not working for them. Like, I just want to slap you upside your head. You always popping up in the picture when somebody's sitting up here on the pathway to success, financial success, monetary success, and here you go, love bombing, because you want a piece of that financial success. That's all. That's what you. Every time you show up, lady, you chasing the coin. Stop it. See, and then they like, but the gifts that I bring, I'm bringing some money to the table. Let me invest. Let me invest with you. Trust me. We can build a future together. Y'all be mindful of that, MF. You on the right path. See what I'm saying? There's no way to move forward until the situation improves itself. That's the situation right there that needs to improve itself. You need to put your foot down and go back to focusing on what it is that you were diligently working on and creating. Where's it? Here you go right there, that Eight of Pentacles. You've been working on that. And now all of a sudden you got this character come in the picture, love bombing and stuff, distracting. You got you off in the field, smacking your head like, oh, am I messing up? What do I got to redo? Get back to focusing. Go back to practicing, incorporating into your daily activities the things that you are creating. The world that you are creating in order to achieve the world that you so desire. Oh my goodness. See, that character just had to pop out, didn't he? And see, it's justice on the board. For you and that love bomber. That love bombing MFer. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say about that. Every time I turn around, that love bomber comes jumping in the picture, singing in the background. This is justice on the board. What's this justice about? I don't know. It kind of feels like, this person that's doing a love bombing actually feel like they're entitled to your fortune. And they ain't put no work in. They ain't put no work in, no thought into it. Come on now. Let's see what we saying about this justice. Your creation, your creativity is protected. I mean, like for real, you got your ancestors here, and they got a safe place for you to continue to create and grow and flourish and become abundant. And man, you protected. Justice is on your side. You know, even though this character feel like they're legally entitled to your portion. Man, get out of here with that. Oh my goodness, see? Because they said they love you. They feel like they legally entitled to your portion because you might have even told them that you love them. You know what I'm saying? What love got to do with it? I'm putting in all of the energy and the effort, and then after I've did all this sweat and you want to come and invest $5, everything that I done put in costs more than $5, and then you think that $5 you putting in it entitles you to 50%. Your math ain't mathing, bro. Oh my goodness. See? Because again, they only really desire, they love bombing you. They really, it ain't just you that they involved with, and they over there just trying to get a piece of your coin. Stop focusing on that and focus on yourself. See? Codependencies, addictions and codependencies, control issues. Turn this down a little bit. It's like going back to that other reading. They want you to be energetically connected, energetically hooked to them. It's like that vampiric type energy again. You know what I'm saying? And they only popping up right when you about to be successful. It's like they so tuned into you till they feel it when you about to have a financial breakthrough. Oh my goodness, that reverse looking glass. It's like they probably doing, you know, what do they call it, astral traveling or something to be able to look in on you. Wow. They want to conquer the world, but right now they're lacking the finances and the monetary means in order to conquer the world in the way that they want to conquer it. And that's why they every time you get to the point where you about to create this big thing that's going to bring fortune, happiness, and stability into your life, they pop up again. That's why. That's like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. This the King of Swords, but this King of Swords is split down the middle, but it's working off of one brain. The brain got it's got a separation in it. It's like a dual personality thing, but it's almost like they daring you to change and make decisions without including them. That's not gonna benefit them. That's how it feels, falling the way that it feel right then. And they go that Nana Rods. It's like, it's that love bomber. I don't know. You really scared of that. You really scared of like repeating the cycle, it seems like. And of course, you don't have to repeat the cycle. This is where you can cut the cord and choose to. So you got to make that choice to keep your focus on you, so that you can accomplish your desired outcome. This other person that keep popping up in the situation really don't have your best interest at heart. They only interested in what you can achieve for them, what you can bring to the table for them. It's just sad to say it, you know. And you like I say, you gotta have the strength and the courage in order to, like, not necessarily. It's like cut the desire, but it's like you got to walk away from situations and circumstances and people and places and things that does not serve you. I don't care how emotionally connected, you know, you may be to that situation, that person, that place, or that thing, or whatever. You have to have the courage to make wise decisions that complement your desired outcome. And everybody ain't meant to go with you. Everybody ain't meant to take that ride with you. Okay? That's the important part right there. That's the part you really need to understand. Your journey is your journey. We all here, and we all have become acquainted with one another. We built relationships with each other, and sometimes we become so attached to those relationships until it hinders us from being able to move forward it hinders us from being able to create the type of a life that we actually desire to create. Those relationships are those relationships. Those connections are those connections. But the world is so much bigger than your immediate situation, circumstance, surrounding. And you owe it to yourself to create the big world, the big universe that you so desire to create. So you got to have the strength and the courage to focus on you and be willing to continue to follow your dreams and create what it is that you are attempting to create. I really wanted to pull one of my oracle cards, but I'm just going to leave that right there. That's beautiful, beautifully said, beautifully inspired. And I hope that there's something in this message that touches your heart chakra and inspires you and encourages you to move in that direction that that you need to go in order to achieve that 10 of Cups right there. That ultimate happiness, celebration, joy, abundance, appreciation, love. It's a beautiful place, and it's your place. It's there for you, and you deserve it. You worked hard to get there. Don't sell yourself short. Know your worth. Stand on it. Set some boundaries for you, and respect yourself. Until next time, you guys, I love y'all. I want y'all to be blessed. Thank you so much for tuning in to this episode of Coded Intuition.